Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Darren. I hope you're all safe and well and are having a good stitchy week. So today is Stitch With Me Day, and as you can see, we're going to work on this little cutie, the leopard cub. So this is a custom crafts chart, and we're working in this area up here at the moment. This is where we're up to. So just get prepared, bear with me. I'll find the colour I need. There we go, found it. Forgot how I'm stitching this 1/1. Right, cut this in half. So this one I am working from a paper pattern, not the pattern keeper. I could attempt to put it in pattern keeper, but there's too much messing around, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, 30 needle, first time, yippee! Right. So let's get you zoomed in. So I'm hoping I'm in the right spot there. And where are we starting? That's the question. Here. So I do have a couple of questions to go through today. So I will be going through those in a moment. And again, apologies. Next door neighbour's decided to start mowing his lawn, as per normal. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long, and then I'll move around to the other side of the house. Shane did ours yesterday. The landlord was over here, was slashing the field. It's a good job he's not doing that today, otherwise you wouldn't hear anything. That machine he uses is very loud. So Shane's at work today, doing some overtime. So it's Saturday, by the way. I was gonna go, well, the manager at work came out the other day and said there's overtime every Saturday from now until Christmas, which is generally the case. It's generally what they do. He turned around and he says, but this is only if you do not have a day off during the week. He said, we're not. Well, he didn't say he's got not. Apologies for the shaking there. I'm going to have to turn this over. No, I'll pull it through. He turned around and he said, overtime is available as long as you do not have a day sick. He said, because all this BS sick days, he says, is getting out of control. So, he knows. Obviously, a lot of the guys are making it up when they say they can't come in because they're ill, and he knows for a fact they're not. So, he said he's had enough of it. He says it's getting out of control. He says, so if you take a day off sick throughout the week, you're not allowed to do any overtime. So, Shane was going to go in today anyway to finish painting his truck. So now he's got to work on the saws instead. I don't know if he was only about doing so much on the saws for a couple of hours and then an hour or so doing his truck, so I don't know if that's what he's doing or not. We will see. I've been working with the boss again yesterday. Obviously, there was nothing to go out for them first thing in the morning. And literally, I mean, the boss doesn't normally turn up to work till between 7:15 and 7:30. He was there at 6:30. And then he was on my saw. And I was like, really? Not this time in the morning, no. So I told him to politely go away and go and work with somebody else, but he just laughed at me. So I had him for about 4 hours. That was fun. Not. And they come on my saw because I'm doing easy wood at the moment. So yeah, so I had him for 4 hours. Now, as I mentioned before, my saw is pretty low down. Well, the saw itself isn't. The part where the wood comes out of my saw is pretty low down. So my back was absolutely caning me. But the boss doesn't care. He just keeps pumping them out. Even if I tried taking my time, he was still pumping them through. It's like, I'm not even stood at the saw. Well, normally I get a bit of a break when I'm with him when it comes to tying the packs up once they're finished, because he doesn't help with that part. So he normally disappears for like 10-15 minutes. So it gives me a break from my back. Not this time, because obviously there was no packs to go out. Shane was in the shed as well. So Shane was helping one of the other guys out. And every time I finished a pack, he would shout Shane over to come and tie the pack up while I was getting on with the next pack. And it's like, oh, come on, now that's my time to have a break and rest my back. So, needless to say, up until first break is 3 hours. So for 3 hours, I was enough constantly bent over, picking wood up and putting wood down. And so my back was absolutely throbbing by the time I finished. And then we had break, and then we had him for about another hour, and then his son decided to load the trucks up. Now, the thing is that gets me, is all the stuff that needed to be loaded up was already in the yard, ready to go. So he could have loaded them up ages ago to send them to where they needed to go. Well, except for Shane. Shane's, the guy who he was helping out, he needed another 1 or 2 packs from him. But the stuff that the boss took out was all there. Every last bit of it was in the yard and has been there all day. And when he decided to let him up about 11 o'clock. Same as Shane. So Shane left at just gone 11 o'clock. Well, because of traffic, he didn't get back till just after, well, we'd finished. And I found out how far away it was, and it was just coming around the corner. It happens every time. I did it to him the other day. When was it? Wednesday, I think it was. I sent him somewhere at 2 o'clock. Knowing fair well he wouldn't be back on time. So I found him up at 3:30 when we finished. And he was still waiting to get unloaded at this other place. So he didn't even get back to the yard until 4:30. That's like I said, I don't mind. He gets paid for however long he's out in the truck. I don't. So I had to sit around for an hour. And then again, the boss is like, oh, can you lock up? You've got keys? Yeah, sure. So yeah, so I was sat there for an hour on my Todd, no one to talk to. I was sitting playing on my phone until Shane got back. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. The bed's going off. I thought it was getting attacked or something. And then where I put my tablet, I've moved everything. Where I put my tablet, I put it on top of one of the remote controls, and I could hear this clicking, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it was the, I don't know what it is, some kind of sound part for the sound bars, surround system, or whatever that Shane got. It kept turning on and off because I put my tablet on top of the button and not realised. So yeah, so as I was saying, so I had to hang around and wait for Shane to get back. the joys. So anyway, so Shane's gone down to work. So he left about 4:30 this morning. On a Saturday, for some reason, we have to start at 6 instead of the usual 6:30. So Shane left for work at 4:30. And then from there, he's going to his mum and dad's to do the, well, assuming he's still doing the oil change on his dad's car. And from there, he's going to his friends. So he's gone for the day. So last week, you may remember, I mentioned about his fiasco with his sister and all that lot. Yep, they turned up when they come back. So, in a very polite way, I asked what he was doing here. And Shane went, "Oh, it's all right." I went, "No, it's not all right at all." I says he should not be here. He was staying at home. So yeah, so I had a go at them, saying it wasn't fair. So whether things change or not, who knows? And then would you credit it? Before they left, my husband turned around to me and went, "What are you doing Saturday?" I said, "Fancy taking me to get my tattoo done?" I was like, "No." I said, "Don't even think about asking Shane." I says, "Because he's already got plans." I was like, "I just had a go at you for using Shane and making him cancel plans to run you lot around. You wanted the freaking tattoo in the first place. You knew you were on the night shift the day before, so he was on night shift, and then he would get home at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then he would book himself in for his tattoo for like 9 o'clock in the morning, and then expect someone to run in there so he could sleep in the car. It's like, no, so it's not happening. He says, "You want to book yourself in for tattoos at stupid o'clock?" I says, "And you can get yourself there." I says, "No one's taking you." And even his Shane's sister turned around and says, "I told you no one's taking you." I says, she says, "It's your own fault." She says, "Shane's already cancelled his plans once." She says, "He's not doing it again." So she actually stuck up for him that time, instead of making Shane cancel his plans again. But anyway, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because Shane just said he was working today anyway. So yeah, so I've not asked him to do any running around this week, funnily enough. So we'll see how that lasts. So hopefully I might be able to get a decent stitch with me again. May need to use my highlighter to figure out which row I'm on. Yep. I'm in the wrong spot for, well, I'm not in the wrong spot, I'm sat in the wrong direction for stitching. I've got everything in the wrong spot. Right. It's the only thing when you're working from paper patterns. That's that row, right. So the temperature here has changed drastically. So last week we were in the 30s. So I think the highest we got to was 33, which ain't bad for spring. And then this week it's just gone. It's been in the 20s all week. So like 25, 26, so big drop. And then the nighttime temperatures have dropped real low. Currently we had been having nighttime temperatures about 16 degrees, something like that. On the other morning it was 7. I was like, what the heck? It was freezing when we got off for work. This weather system's gone crazy. So, as I say, I've got a couple of questions. So, we will go through those. Stupid cats. I've got Kitty under the cover on the sofa. Tiger's on top of the cover on the sofa. And Ginger's now just decided he's going to jump on the sofa and lay on Tiger. See if I can get a photo. Oh, he's moved. I'll add that in if I remember. Stupid cats. And I've just shut my phone and I need that for the questions. It's got to be one of those stitch with me, I think. But never mind. Right. Where were they? Here we go. Right, so the first one is from... Okay, it's the Cottrell family, who's just caught up with all my floss tubes. And how's the question? A while back I said that my ticket for my plane for going back to the UK appeared to have no luggage allowance. Did I get that sorted? Or am I planning on wearing all my clothes in multiple layers on the flight? So yes, now that's sorted. I called in at the travel agent to get that checked out. And I do have a luggage allowance. She doesn't know I wasn't on the ticket, but I do have a luggage allowance, so that's okay. So I think it was 23 kilos or something like that for check-in baggage and 7 kilos for hand luggage. So that's not going to be too bad. I won't be taking 23 kilos over with me. I may be coming back with 23 kilos, but I won't be taking it over with me. Where are we? So, that one. And that's one. So yes, so that is all sorted. So that is, well, as you're watching this, it'll be 5 weeks as of yesterday. When I fly, it's getting closer, can't wait. Oh, well I remember, someone wanted to see the pin stitch. I'm hoping I'm in the right spot. See if I can get in a bit closer. So, how I do it is I go up at the bottom. I'm hoping I've got enough thread here. And then go in the middle. So you split your thread at the bottom, go down in the middle, then come up at the top of it, split your thread at the top, come back down in the middle, and then come back up at the middle bottom part, and that's it. Just get a little tug just to make sure it's tight. Snip it off as close as you can. Apologies, it's rocking again. So yeah, so that's how you do the pin stitch. That'll zoom you back out a little bit more. Thought hit the stop record button then, that would have been interesting. Right, so that's that one on the 3 there. So as I mentioned the other day, the other stitch with me, my niece has got a driving test. Yeah, it's not this week. It's the 17th she's got the driving test. So hopefully, fingers crossed, she'll pass. The driving instructor thinks she's a really advanced driver. She said that after day 1. So after her first lesson, that she told us to put in for a theory test. So she must be doing really good. And she's only had 14 lessons, so she's not doing bad at all. So fingers crossed she can pass a test. My brother will let me know. I did have a load of questions, I've lost them. There we go. So the next one is from Sue. Who asks, how long do you figure it will take you to fill in back to the left hand side on the supersized tiger family of the jungle? So I don't think I'll be done by the end of this year. From next year, I'm assuming it will take me maybe, I can't remember how many pages it is now. I think it's three pages. So probably a page a month. So about 3 months to get back to the far left-hand side. I'm hoping. Which will probably be 4 pages. We'll see what we can get done. It's going to take probably about 3 months to get back to the other side, I am guessing. And it says you must be close to the bottom as well now. Yes, I think there's 2 more pages below that, I think. I'm pretty sure. That one, not that one, that one. So yeah, I think there's only 2 more pages and then I hit the bottom, I believe. So that's going to be fun when I get to there. So I'm hoping by the end of next year, I've reached the bottom. I've filled in majority, if not all, of the big tiger and the cubs. Is what I'm hoping, and then I can start back up at the top, work my way across to the next big tiger and cub. So as I said, hope Mum is doing well as well. So when I spoke to her the other day, she seems to be doing okay. I don't know if the social workers have come back with anything. But apparently one of the main reasons why my brother is getting frustrated with her is because she keeps playing people off against each other. So she will tell the carers one thing, she will tell the doctors another thing, so somewhat completely different, and then apparently she's telling the social workers that came out somewhat completely different as well. So this is why my brother's getting frustrated. And she seems to be playing the carers off against each other as well. And when the carers come through, they're meant to help her, like, get changed, whatever. And then they're meant to go into the kitchen with her and have her prepare a drinks and the food while they supervise, just to make sure she's okay. Well, my mum's, as soon as the carer turns up, she says she needs to go to the toilet, and then she will just sit on the toilet so that the carers have to do all her food and the drinks. And then, funnily enough, as soon as they finish, she's ready to get off the toilet. So, so they're getting a bit frustrated with her. So we'll see what happens when I get over there. Well, apparently my elder brother was ready to stick her in a home. He went to visit her the other week. And he was getting so frustrated with her, he was about to stick her in a home. He said he'd had enough. Same as this, all keep going dizzy. Funnily enough, she's always going really, really dizzy when something needs to be done. And she's had all these tests done and no one could find any reason whatsoever why she's going dizzy. So I told him when I spoke to her, she said she doesn't know why she's got it in her head. So it's all in her head, but I don't know if they can do anything with regards to it. So I think they're waiting for the doctor to come back out and see her, because they don't know if she's depressed or not. A lot of it seems to be stemmed from when my auntie passed away, which was a year ago today. No, I don't want you there. No, the 4th of November was when my auntie passed away. I did want that there. Wrong spot. So yes. So I think she may be depressed, or she may be coming down with Alzheimer's. Not 100% sure. So my elder brother is trying to sort out power of attorney for her money and medical side of things. He is in the process of that at the moment. He says he'd rather try and get that all sorted out now, just in case anything does happen and what have you. So that's in the process. He's also going to look into it for me so I can get her removed from the mortgage to see how much that's going to cost me. So he's going to ask the company who he's going through how much they charge on what the process is. So they're going to see about getting her taken off the mortgage. Because say if she does need to go in a home or anything like that, they will make me sell the house, and half of the money will go to pay her nursing home because she's on the mortgage. So he's going to find that information out for me and let me know. And then I've already told him that if it's not going to be too expensive, then he can book me in for when I'm over there with a solicitor so I can get it all sorted and underway. And then I don't know if I have to remortgage or not. I don't know how it works. So he's going to find all that information out for me. Apparently as well, she's not doing her exercises again for her arm. So he says she looks, if you've ever seen the Disney movie Wreck-It Ralph, apparently she looks like that with the state of her arm, because she's not doing the exercises she needs to do to reduce the swelling or something in her arm. So he says she looks like Wreck-It Ralph. I was like, okay. So looks like I'm going to be having a bit of fun when I get over there. Now, where am I now? There, that's that. I'll jump over to the end here. It's not going to hurt. Oh, I missed a couple of stitches at the top here. It's only a small jump. I'll survive. Oh, I know why I left them ones. So it feeds into the next page. Yeah, what they've made. Yep, there. Same thing, we're working from paper patterns, figuring out where you are. There. That'll be 2 seconds. I'm just working out where I am. Once I get started, I know there's a big row of this coming up in a second, so once I get to that part, I'll be good. Those two, miss two, one, miss two, one. Miss two, two. Okay, I lied, there's not a big row coming up. Miss two, one. Which one I do? I'll have to highlight this in a second, just so I know where I've been. And then I'll get on with the questions. This one, one. This one, two. Missed. Yeah. Those two. Right. Let's row that row done. So we're getting a bit more into the confetti area, I think. Now, as we're moving further down. Still got a fair bit to go till I hit the cub, but never mind. Those two. Yep. Right, that'll do for this. I'll change colour. Apologies for the shaking. I kind of hit that a bit hard then. Sorry. Right. Right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Let me just mark these off and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Right. fill these couple of gaps in. So next question is from Bronwyn, who asked how we got on with all the storms. As you know, we're meant to have been having a lot of storms, and they did not materialise. Well, one did at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's a good wake-up call. Shane never even heard it. How he never heard it, I have no idea. But yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning it started, and it finished just as we were going to work. So yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's just what you want for an alarm clock. A thunderstorm. It was meant to happen about 10 o'clock at night. It was only meant to be a quick one anyway. But yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. Needless to say, I was a bit exhausted when I got home from work that day. I was like the other day. I was absolutely shattered the other day. When was it? Thursday. I don't know why, but I was so exhausted. I actually went to bed early. Shane looked at me going out. Normally I don't go to bed till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And it got to 8:30. I was like, I'm going to bed. I said, I can't keep my eyes open. And I was like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. So yeah, I was in bed early. I was absolutely exhausted. I have no idea why. I slept well the night before, but yeah, I was absolutely exhausted. I was sat here. I was on my tablet actually. I was watching Ellie Welly Stitches, latest update, and I couldn't keep my eyes open. I'm not saying you were boring me, Ellie, I'm just saying. I just couldn't keep my eyes open. So I made it to halfway, and that was it. Actually, I tell a lie, I don't think I made it halfway. Yeah, it's not very often I go to bed early. At all. But that day, I just could not keep my eyes open. And of course I'd locked my phone. I don't know if I've got any more questions. Some of the questions as I was going through, or actually ones I answered in my update. So I think that's it. Oh no, what's this one? Yeah. That's all the updates. All the updates, all the questions. So I didn't have many anyway, after all that. Everyone seems to be going on retreats this week. So people in my Facebook group, but my survival of the stitches. I think there's three of them, maybe 4 of them on a retreat. One was on a retreat last week, and one's going on retreats. Bit nice to go on one. I'll get one day. So Lara's on one. She's made a load of project bags up to sell. So hopefully she's got some left over, because I like her project bags, they're good. She sent me one of them. There's not much of this colour, so it's just figuring out where I've got to go with it. Apologies, a load of motorbikes going past. I don't know where they're all heading. And obviously they think it's a racetrack as well. Idiots. Still in shot? I think so. I've got my Zoom tonight, so that's going to be fun. Generally have a laugh with those. Normally I'm relegated to the back room when I'm doing a Zoom. Obviously Shane's not here, so I'm going to see if I can do it in the sitting room today. I don't know where I'm going to put my tablet. So I'm going to try in the sitting room. I'll have the tablet somewhere so I can see what's going off. Well, use my library stand to stitch. That will be a first. I've never done that on a Zoom yet. That will be that for that colour. Come on. Not always easy to split your thread. When you want to, anyway. When you don't want to, it's easy. Come on, Kane. This one's not playing ball. I'm going to go again then. Don't need to go again. I do remember another question that I got asked that for some reason I haven't taken a screenshot of it. And it was from, I believe it was Jody, who, if you remember the other week I mentioned about my optician's visit and saying that my eyesight had deteriorated a lot. And she asked if I think it's because I'm not wearing my glasses all the time. The answer to that is no. I don't wear my glasses on principle. Because your eyes become too dependent on glasses. So if you wear them all the time, your eyes are going to get worse and worse and worse. So on principle, I do not wear my glasses all the time so that my eyes do not get worse. Now, I don't know if you can remember a fair bit back, I mentioned that I have a growth in my head. So I was actually looking online to see if that can affect your eyesight, and it can. So I don't know if that's anything to do with it. So I need to go to the doctors and chase that up. 842. And chase that up because it's been a good year and a half since the referral was put in to see the specialist, and I haven't heard anything back yet. So I may have to go and see the doctor about that one. Because yes, it does say that the growth that, if it's the growth that they think it is, what it is, that can affect your eyesight. So give you like blurred visions or stuff like that. So I'll go to the doctors and get them to check it and maybe send me for another scan and see if it's grown anymore. But it is strange that my eyes have been perfect for years and years and years. And that since getting the glasses the other year, or 2 years ago, my eyesight has deteriorated an awful amount. So yes, so it's just I think a bit of a strange coincidence. So I'll book in at the doctor's at some point and see what he says. Or it could just be due to I'm getting older and my eyesight's failing anyway. I don't know if you can see this colour. I'm hoping you can. This is the first colour of the tiger cub. This is the top of his ear, I think, by the looks of it. And you can't see it because I'm not even in view. There you go. On the other night, we had kangaroos in the field around the house, and normally we have either a single male or we have like a family. Now this family only normally consists of three females and a male. Sometimes they have the little joeys with them. Anyway, the other day Shane spotted them. He went, "Oh, there's a kangaroo over there with a baby." All right. I was like, "Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one." Anyway, they hopped round the back. I says, "I can't see the big male." He says, "I wonder where he is." So he went and looked out the back window, and I come back. He says, "If I counted correctly, there's like 6 kangaroos altogether." I was like, "Okay, there's a bit more than normal." So I went and I counted, and I was like, "No, there's more than 6." He says, "Really?" I said, "Yep." There was 10 of them. So brought the whole family. There was 10 of them in the field. I've not seen that many here. I'll say in one go. They didn't stay long. Well, not that I know of. It started getting dark, so couldn't see them. The only thing over here, once it starts getting dark, you've got like 20 minutes from it starting to get dark to the game, pitch black. So you can't see anything after that. So yes, we had a load of them in here. The cats have not found any more critters to chase this week, which is good. I think because it's cooled down again for some reason. All the critters have disappeared again. So that was good. Didn't have to go chasing them around. So if I am right, this is the top of his ear. Could be incorrect, but I think I'm right. Rain seems to have picked up a lot, so I wonder if we're due to get some rain. He said there was a chance of rain today, but not much. So we will see. Still haven't decided what projects I'm taking to the UK yet. Now I know I'm going to have one project over there when I get over there. Which is my sloth from Pain Free Crafts. So now I'm going to have that one to do. I'm taking over the top frog, because that's the one well, mini top frog, that's the one I'm starting with Judy for the New Year New Start. So I'm starting on New Year's Eve. I haven't decided what other ones I'm going to take. I might take Chief Eagle Spirit, see if I can get some more done on him. So that one's not far from a finish. So I may take that one, get a bit more done on that one, so then when I finish Tiger of the Heavens I can bring that one in and finish that one off. We will see. I don't want to take too many with me. Because obviously I don't know how much time I'm going to get to stitch. So let's take maybe one or two small ones over, and then I've got those two that are already over there. So it gives me something to be going on with. I just have to remember I need to take a Q-snap with me, some scissors, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to stitch. And obviously my pattern keeper, my tablet. Then I also have to remember I need to find out the UK plugs, because all the plugs are over here for Australia, and it's a completely different setup. So I need to find my UK plugs out, all the adapters anyway at least. I suppose it won't be too bad, most of them are USB anyway, so I'm sure I can nick a USB plug off my brother. Oh, he advised me as well that I will be cooking Christmas dinner because he's at work. Thank you very much. Mind you, if he does his usual, most of it will be prepped on Christmas Eve. He generally likes to get all the vegetables and that prepped ready for cooking. So all being well, we'll get most of it prepped, so all I've got to do is switch it on. And probably cook the, I don't even know what meats they're having. I'm assuming there'll be turkey and, knowing him, some pork or beef. There better be plenty of pigs in blankets, that's all I can say. I haven't had them for ages. If you don't know what pigs in blankets are, they're the sausages wrapped in bacon. Well, the small sausages, so chipolatas, wrapped in bacon. Best part of a Christmas dinner. That and the stuffing. I'll do this stitch here, and we'll end this one. Don't hate it when you think, oh, just do this one more stitch, and then you see just one or two near it. You're like, can I get that? No, I'm not going to get any more with this one. I'll do this one. I thought I might be able to stretch to the next two, but I can't. Right. Apologies if you hear any loud clunks in a moment. I'm going to say by the sounds of it, I'd say the wind's picked up. There's been a lot of stuff around. I can hear it clinking on the roof. So if you hear a big clunk soon, it's something big dropped on the roof. Right, that's them. Let me just mark those ones off. Let's go for the one that's a big bunch and then I don't have to keep moving around, which is that one. Huh. I don't think you're going to be able to see this one. Hopefully you can see this colour. It's 3865, so winter white. So white on white, yippee. They just love stitching white on white. And birds are very vocal this morning. Right, where are we starting with this one? Up here. So we definitely found the start of the cub. Oh, and the lawnmower started back up again. I thought he'd finished. Anything but doing white on white. Just trying to see where you've been. Not too bad when you get a couple of the stitches together, but when they're all over the place, it makes it a bit harder. I guarantee when I come back to doing the colours around it, I won't be able to see the whites. Especially the ones on the grey line. For some reason the grey seems to show through it. So I went on a shopping spree the other day. Spent way more than I wanted to, but never mind. So that'll be part of my haul when I get over to the UK. So you're going to have to wait to see what that is. But I spent way more than I expected to. I went shopping on 2 sites. One was, I think it's called Country Designs. It's a cross-stitch place, anyway. They've been around for years. Anyway, the people who run that one have decided they're retiring, so we're just doing a big sale to get rid of any like kits and charts and stuff like that. So yeah, I went on that one. And the other one was Thread Pickers. They were having a sale. So they do all silks and fabric. So I went on there and ordered more than I needed to. Spent a fortune, but never mind. There is method in my madness, which you will find out. So yeah, I'm gonna have lots of prezzies to open up when I get to the UK. then obviously I need to go shopping while I'm over in the UK as well. Because, I mean, you never know, things may have changed since last time I was there, and there might be lots of stuff to buy. I'll take a trip to Hobbycraft to see what that's like. I think it's called Hobbycraft. I'm assuming it probably won't have changed, it'll still be a load of crap, but, well, you never know, it could have changed. I think that's the only hobby one over there now, where you can get your cross-stitching stuff from in shop. I'm pretty sure it's called Hobbycraft. There's a downside to going to places that sell your craft stuff. You see things you don't really need, but you really want, well, like you don't want. Well, you don't go in looking for, should I say, but you end up coming out with it anyway. Because you've really needed that forever when you see it. I'm assuming a lot of you can relate. Also, as well, Avatar should be out. Well, Avatar 2 should be out when I'm over there. So, I'm booking in to see that one. Need to go bowling. There's lots of things I need to do. Whether I get around to doing half in it is a different thing. But Avatar 2 is definitely on my to-do list while I'm over there. I can't remember the date that one's due out. I'm pretty sure it's not till around about the 20th of December, I think. So I'll be booked straight in for that one. It's 2. So I said miss 2, so miss 1. Yeah, logical. And I knew that was going to happen. 1. See if I can get that stitch out. Probably not. Oh, I can. Even better. How can I thread the needle? First time, get in. Woo! I'm getting good at this. Wants to be there. I don't know if that picks up or not on the video, but if you've just heard some kind of laughing, that's a gecko. I don't know if it picks it up on here or not. It's quite funny when they laugh. It's quite funny when they fight as well. The noises they make. They sound quite funny. So you'll hear geckos fighting because they'll be making this noise, and then all of a sudden you'll hear splat as they hit the deck. So they fall off the roof or whatever and hit the veranda floor, and they go a right splat. And then you look out the window just to see what it was, and then you see them running off, and it's like, how are you still alive with the splat that you just made? What was that one there? There, 2. And it's raining. I knew someone was coming. Luckily I've got my washing done and brought in. I don't think we're due to get a storm, so you should be good. You shouldn't hear any loud bangs. But then again, you never know. And he's still going to carry on trying to cut his grass, get it finished before he pelts it down. Oh, will he manage it or won't he? That's the question. Place your bets. He'll finish it. Or I'll wait till it stops raining and then come straight back out and start mowing again. At least I can now say I've stitched on some of the cub. You may not be able to see it, but I've stitched on some of it. And you're probably that little bird in the background. Little wagtail. Well, I think that's what it is, a wagtail. Hangs around most of the day just tweeting to himself. I tried talking to him, but he didn't answer me back. He was watching me earlier on when I was picking out the washing. So if anyone would have walked past, they'd think I was a crazy person talking to myself. He says, doing a video, talking to himself. Yeah, he was up on the roof, watching me. So I'm talking away to him. I think he hunts the spiders under the eave, because he's always flying in and out under the, like the veranda part. I think he picks the spiders off. I've never actually seen him come out with a spider, but I think that's what he's after. Come on. There you go. So yeah, as well as doing your pin stitch on the up and down thread, you can do it on the sidewards one as well. Come here. Thank you. Right, knock them off. What are we up to? I don't know, about an hour-ish. Right, what colour are we going to do next? Maybe I should really concentrate on this background, but I really should. We'll go back to do a bit of background, I think. 4, 3, 4. jacarandas in the yard are in full bloom. So that's a nice purple for the jacarandas. Drive through one of the towns over here, and they've got the purple and they've also got the red jacarandas. Well, I've seen the purple ones over where I am. I haven't seen any of the red ones. I haven't seen any of the white ones either. Well, they do look really, really nice when they're in bloom. Thank you. And again, I apologize, I keep shaking the camera today. I also don't think I'm talking very loud, so I'm going to have to turn the volume up. We're not back over this side, so I might as well move it. Oops. A lot of shaking of the camera today. I'm getting nuts in your throat. Thank you. Well, Shane got his new glasses yesterday. Found them up on the way home from work to see if they'd turn up. And they said, oh, they're still waiting for the delivery to arrive. Funnily enough, 5 minutes later, we got a text message saying, come in and for your fitting for your glasses. So, since when do you need a fitting for your glasses? So, we called in there. So while he was in the optometrist's, I went to the shops. 2 seconds later, he was behind me. So that was quick. So yeah, so his new glasses. He's got his new sunnies, which are polarized. We thought his last ones were, but they're not. So I said, oh, it looks so different. It doesn't squint now when he's in the sun. I don't know if he's tried his other new ones on yet. I didn't see him wearing them last night. But with those ones, they're meant to have an anti-glare coating on them. So I'm assuming he'll let me know how that goes, because he'll be driving tonight. So he'll let me know how, if they actually work on it. Yeah, I'm gonna say, I don't know if you just heard that then laughing. What's the gecko? I have loads of geckos around the house. Well, on the outside. So I haven't found the one that was on the inside. He disappeared. Still don't know what happened to him. Shane was asking me about it last night. I said, I have no idea where he is. I says, I've not seen it again inside, so he must have made his way outside somehow. That's one thing with this one, at least I now know where the snow leopard starts. So if I get bored in background, I can jump in and do a bit of that. I have a house inspection this week as well, so it's going to be a busy weekend, making sure everything's tipped up, ready for them. There's not much to do, to be fair. Just see how things Shane likes to leave out on the side, that just needs putting away. and mop the floor. That's the worst part, because every time I mop the floor, you can guarantee it's going to rain. So then it takes forever for the floor to dry. Even with the ceiling fans on. So yeah, I need to do that at some point. I'll probably mop the floor tomorrow or Monday night. Ready? I have to make my sign up and put it on the door saying be careful of the cats, because there's a new realtor. Well, it's not a new realtor, someone new working at the realtor, so I don't know who's doing the home inspections, but there's the normal lady who comes around, or if it's going to be the new person. I think it's a lady as well. So obviously she's not aware that we've got the cats. If it's the new one, so let's make a sign up so she doesn't let them out. And yeah, I'm assuming the cats will probably run anyway. They don't know who are, they just run and hide. Oh, I don't know if I told you. I don't think I did. Yeah, last week I said I sent Shane looking for some cat grass. Well, he found some. Holy crap, the one he brought back was huge. So, of course, Tiger saw that one. He was in it straight away. He was crying. As soon as he saw Shane walking down the path with it, he knew it was for him. He wouldn't even let Shane get in the door. Shane's like, move. He says, I can't get in. I'll give you your cat grass if you're not going to move. Nah, he wanted this cat grass there and then. So he was running all over the place chasing Shane for this cat grass. So, Shane put it down. He was straight in it, head first. Never known a cat like it. They've all been attacking it. It's not as long as it was. It's definitely had a haircut. Apologies. Sorry about that, Shane. Tell me that they finished work. And that it was at his mum and dad's, and I asked him if he was doing the oil change, and apparently he's not doing it now, in 2 weeks' time. Why 2 weeks' time? His dad wants to wait until he gets his pension again or something, so he can buy all the stuff for it. And it's like, but he's not paying for it. Shane's sister's paying for it. He went, no, but he wants to get everything all at once. So, looks like he'll be going down there again in 2 weeks to do an oil change. They're a strange family. They really are. Was telling me they've been snooping at work. One of the guys is the only one. He gets his pay slip on paper. Everybody else gets it emailed to them. And he's the supervisor or something like that at work. Well, meant to be the supervisor. Not much of a supervisor, but yeah. So, anyway. He had a right pile on the desk, apparently. So one of the other guys went, no, says, I'm opening his wage slip. I want to find out how much he's on. So they opened his wage slip. He's only on, I think, $1.50 more than I am. And that's for being a supervisor. So I don't want to be a supervisor there. I was like, why did he open his wage slip? He went, I don't know, because he's fed up of seeing them all building up on the side and wanted to be nosy. And I was like, all right then. So now I have no idea how long this stitch with me is. So I'm going to finish this thread. And then we'll call it a day on that. She said someone replied to my update video. And It come up on my phone just as I hung up from Shane. Now obviously when it brings up the notification on your phone, it doesn't put up the whole sentence, and it puts up part of it. Let's just say I just thought it was one of those stupid spam things that you get every now and then on YouTube. Well, the only part that showed up on my thingy on my phone, so if there are any young children listening, don't know. And it just says, I've been meaning to talk to you about that shag. It's like, what? Eh? I thought, oh great, one of these adult things, you get it? So I had to open it up because I was getting ready to report it. And it actually turns out it said, I was meaning to talk to you about that shaggy hair. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I really think the phones need to work out what parts of a message to actually bring up on your phone. So yeah, that made me chuckle. It's 1:10 here already. I've still got loads to do before the Zoom starts, so the Zoom starts in just under 6 hours. It's going to be a busy afternoon. And I haven't even stitched on Super Size Tiger Family yet. I need to get some stitches in on that one as well. But, I think I'll work on that one while I'm zooming, hopefully. I'll see how we go. Probably won't get many stitches in on it. I never generally do when we're zooming. I'm too busy having a laugh and looking at what everybody else is working on. But then again, it depends how many people are in the Zoom, I suppose. Plus with it being early in the morning. There may not be that many people up. But then again, there may be. And it is getting colder over in the UK and that now, so... everyone will be snuggled up in bed under the duvets with the heating on, waiting for it to get to 3,000 degrees Celsius before they get out of bed. Or is that just me? So yeah, I'm funny feeling I'm definitely going to be sick when I get back from holiday in the UK. So the El Niño has been cancelled apparently. So it's going to be a hot summer. And I'm going over to the UK to minus 2 billion degrees. Then coming back over here to like 40 degrees. I'm going to be sick. I'll say the day I get back. So I'll land back in Australia on the Wednesday. And then I'm back at work on the Monday. So it doesn't give me long to get everything sorted out that I need to get sorted out before going back to work. But hopefully Shane won't have left too much washing to do. I'm pretty sure he can figure out the washing machine. I'll tell him how to I'll show him how to use it before I go. It's not like it's going to be hard, it's only going to be... Mind you saying that though, it is Shane. He will probably change his clothes like 3 times a day while we're off. He has a habit of that. He'll wear one set of clothes during the day, and when he gets to the afternoon time, he'll change his clothes. He's like, what are you changing your clothes for? Just because these ones are dirty. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. So yeah, when we're on holidays, he goes to... I do more washing when we're on holidays than we do when we're at work. And he changes his work clothes every single day, as I've mentioned before. So I dread to think how much washing is going to be in the washing machine when I get back. So I better make sure I do all mine before I leave the UK. Get it all ready, so I don't have to worry about washing that when I get back over here. Should hopefully be able to make it to the end of this row Just a little bit of thread. Alright, so I'm going to end it now. So again, thank you very much for watching, it's much appreciated. If you do have any questions or comments, then please feel free to drop those down below. Again, you can email me, email address dizzystitcher@gmail.com, or on Instagram @dizzystitcher. So I will tally up in a moment how many stitches we've done. I think we've had a good stitchy session. I believe so anyway. Reminding you there. So if I hadn't added the photos in already, I've taken two, Tiger and Ginge. I will add those in at the end. So yeah, I took the one originally when I mentioned it in here, and then when I was on the phone with Shane, I walked past them. Idiots. So I took another photo. But if you're wondering why it looks like the throw that they're laid on goes upwards, it's because there's a table underneath it. Because Kitty likes to go under the covers, so I'll put a table there so she can get in and out under the cover. So, well, there's the old fold-away tables. So she's under there, and those two are on top. So, right, let's zoom you out. Well, so that's where we got to. So that's the start of the leopard cub. So I haven't got much more. I think where am I on here? There. That's there. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So that is where the. I don't think you can see my fingers. Nope. There. That is where the back of the cub comes in. So I've still got all that out of the background there yet, but hey, it is what it is. So right. So let's count them, mark these off, and I'll tell you exactly how many we've done. Use the calculator, it's going to be easier. Oh, I was 2 stitches short. 298. That's not bad going for however long this video was. an hour and 20, or who knows. There's 298 stitches in on there. That's alright, it's good go. So there we go, guys. So that's the stitch with me for this week. So again, I'm not sure what's going to be happening next week because I don't know if I'm going to be at work or not. So as I say, they want overtime doing because it's picking up. So you might get another stitch with me the week after, but if not, we'll see. I'll try and fit one in. So that's it today, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Again, much appreciated. So until my next video, which will be my update video at some point next week, take care, stay safe, happy stitching, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.